Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're back with another Sanctuary. Really looking forward to getting into this further. I know last episode I said that it would be every Saturday. It will actually be every Friday. So, yeah. Last episode was really good. Probably my favourite, I think, out of the episodes so far. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure the last one was my favourite. That was the one on the plane, we got to see a few of the existing characters and all of that. But really looking forward to seeing how the episodes... I know this season is only 13 episodes long, so yeah. Full uncut unedited reaction is available on Patreon, listed in the description below, as well as my Facebook and Twitter accounts. So without further ado, let's just get straight on into this episode.
Sanctuary 1 to Lephelia, do you copy?
Still no answer, Mom.
Take us out.
Ghost ship.
Anybody?
Let's hope they're below.
Sort of reminds me of an NCIS episode that I saw.
What did the message say exactly?
Just that Eric was bringing back something we'd never seen before, and we were to meet him in the harbor. Makes you wonder what was in these cages.
You think they could have broken their way out?
Looks more like something clawed or chewed its way in.
Mom, come check this out.
We got an invisible tiger.
Tranquilizer rounds only.
You sure?
Eric paid with his life to bring this creature back. We owe it to him to preserve it.
We owe it to him to kill it.
It's not really its fault that it's just doing what its nature tells them. It's something like I really hate, saying, oh, we should kill this tiger because it killed a human. It's just following its nature.
Now I know why Eric was so excited about these creatures. The hyper-camouflage makes them all but invisible.
Plus the fact that it's present in both the predator and the smaller.
All but our two little survivors. Probably on their way to becoming the carnivore's next meal.
I'm gonna go see how they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Eric was one of the world's great hunters of abnormals. He called them evolution's experiments.
Am I reading a personal relationship?
I don't want to see his sacrifice go to waste.
Does she know about the sanctuary?
Only the rumors that her grandfather passed along. Everyone was convinced that he was a few cups shy of a tea service. Everyone but Sophie.
So you're gonna go through with the postmortem?
Of course. If his claims are unfounded, well, there's no harm in fulfilling the man's final request.
So true.
Hi.
Although I guess
You
it
must be
depends
so-
on what a person's last
Dr.
request
Zimmerman.
is.
Will.
You work with Dr. Magnus? Much.
Yeah, but sometimes if a person's sick...
How did he come to this decision?
He always talked about a private research facility. Called it the Sanctuary. A place where what he called abnormals were given.
Fine. All 14 of them. Took them only minutes to adapt their camouflage. juveniles are putting on weight so fast, I'm projecting they'll reach maturation within a day.
That rate of
pretty
metabolic
quick.
growth is scary. We should find a way to discourage it.
Because tigers,
Can't say for sure.
cubs,
No, not yet.
you know,
But I
they
can say
are nice.
that I've never seen brain structures quite
Doesn't
like your
mean you should
grandfather's.
take them out of captivity or out of their natural
Sophie,
environment.
the blood I took from you is a control sample. I should tell you, I found similar biochemical anomalies to your grandfather's.
Oh my god.
It would be premature to read anything into it.
Yeah, but if he was an abnormal...
In 24 hours, all this will be much clearer.
Okay, well, look.
Maybe you shouldn't be exposing yourself unnecessarily.
Yeah, the allergy pills aren't working. I just hope these little dudes aren't permanent guests.
You look as queasy as I did when I first walked this floor.
It must be terrible if you like animals and being
Actually, you're
allergic
taking
to
it better
them.
than I did.
I sensed all of this before I got here. I mean, not the specifics, but
Even though your granddad was gone.
maybe passed on his gift.
Or maybe the feelings that you always saw as coming from him were coming from you.
That's most likely.
Come in.
Hey.
Hey.
The Nubbins came out of camo mode and we did a head count and one of them was missing.
Yeah, I just... Weird. Must have fallen asleep or something.
Oh shit.
Hey! That is not very nice. Will is a friend. Co-worker. / friend, that's all.
Maybe you should put him back. Just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, I don't think
Little
it's
buddy, let's
such
go.
a... Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Get Brooke in here. Oh, let me,
Jeez.
let me get that for you.
Oh.
Yeah, me too. Not by guys, but you know what I mean.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just these new contacts. I'm just getting used to them.
I really like you.
Really?
Without glasses. Well,
Oh, shit.
where's my nubbin?
Oh no.
Jeez, they can actually eat metal?
We go floor by floor. Snares, tranquilizers, whatever it takes.
Ow.
Okay. Hey, little guy. It's okay. Here you go. That's good. Yeah, nobody's gonna hurt you, little fella. Nobody's gonna... That's it!
Nobody's terminating them.
I'd like nothing more than to see them all safely back in their cell unharmed. Yeah, but we wouldn't even be having this discussion had you shown better judgment. Come in.
Hi.
I only just put it together. She's the one. She was on Supernatural.
Could you give us a moment?
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
I won't tell you anything about her character just in case you haven't seen her.
Hello, Sophie.
Will said you might be able to help me.
Yeah, please, have a seat.
He told you about the headaches and spins and all that?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Johnny Nubb in the crosshairs.
There's nothing that threatens your health. You're fine, Sophie.
But you did find something.
It's completely benign. Similarly used in pre-verbal communication.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
I suspect it's some sort of empathic ability.
Yeah,
In my world, it's a genetic
empathic.
expression that may well preview an evolutionary advance.
I just always attributed it to Maurice. It only ever happened when I was with him.
Humor in it than previous ones.
I mean, you noticed it.
Are you asking me if I've been feeling randy?
I've made you uncomfortable.
No, as a matter of fact, you've aroused my curiosity.
Oh, well, turnabout is fair play.
Awkward.
Poor thing.
What the hey?
I'm really enjoying this story.
We got problems.
You mean beyond the fact that these things
Probably
are spilling out like popcorn?
not as much as last one, but
Our systems are
certainly
degrading. We got surges, reboots.
Vast majority of the Nubbins would be stampeded into the open, and we could herd them to safety.
It's just not fair. I mean, the Nubbins are only doing what their instincts tell them.
All we'd be doing is replicating the predator-prey dynamic that already exists.
Of course, yeah, like the lions and the Christians.
We have them contained right now. But if they get out and this expands beyond the sanctuary, we could be ground zero for a plague of furry locusts. We have to act, and quickly.
It's basically Ashley's fault, all of this anyway.
The beast. The one the Nubbins are afraid of. It's waking up.
How'd you know that?
No, I just...
So, I assume
I
the
don't
Nubbins and the
Listen,
Beast have some sort of psychic limit of
These
connection.
feelings that you're having, the connections with the creatures, you should trust them. It's a very special thing.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't wish it.
I've got suction, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Really? Did he seriously just say that?
Releasing the predator. Wow, look at him go.
Team 1, Predator moving from Utility 5.
And we've lost auxiliary. Okay, women and geeks first. Oh no, wait, that's all of us.
See what you can do, Henry. Will, let's go.
Okay.
With that many Nubbins, it would be pretty scary. I think Will was carrying a gun in the last episode, but I could be... Oh, that is gross.
Looks
Oh,
like
that
our
is
predator just
absolutely
became prey.
Why do I have a
disgusting.
feeling that we're next?
Well, I guess we can skip the midnight feeding.
Oh, gross.
So we were wrong about
Some
a predator keeping
pretty-
the Nubbins in check in the rainforest.
Gross
Not
scene.
necessarily.
The setting on the control panel. It was for 50 degrees.
I didn't
Which is
notice
cold
the
but well above
significance.
freezing.
So
Didn't
maybe it
notice
was
the
their intention to slow
significance.
their metabolism, moderate their growth and mating cycles. Ashley, you and Henry round up as many fire extinguishers as you can. On it.
Still, even if we are right about the cold, unless we can drive them into the open.
I guess we're just animals ourselves anyway. Still wouldn't be very pleasant for them, though.
So what'll happen to the Nubbins now?
Now that low temperature has slowed their reproductive cycle to a crawl, they can live out their days in relative peace.
They're not too thrilled about the cold.
Hey, thrilled Nubbins is what got us into this mess.
It was very brave of you to share your gift.
Still not sure how I feel about that.
I think we know what your grandfather wanted for you.
Yeah, I guess in a way he'll always be guiding me.
And so will we.
I wonder if we'll see her again, or if she's just like a one-off in the show. Okay, so that was Sanctuary Season 1, Episode 6, I believe, Nubbins. A pretty solid episode. I'd probably give it a 7. I'm always cautious not to overrate shows, especially in their first season, because I really don't know what the following seasons are going to be like, if they're going to increase or decrease. Season 1 scores can often change, especially as the seasons go on. I enjoyed all of it. I enjoyed the humour, you know, had a lot of good things. The sort of mystery of the girl who has psychic powers, or at least she's an empath of some sort. Yeah, I thought all the characters had a role to play. I'd like to see more of, the not the abnormal that seems to hang around a bit. I'm not sure what he was. He was Dr. Magnus's driver, I think, in the first one. He made a bit of an appearance. So I hope to see more of him at some point. But let's just break this down. Okay, so we start on a helicopter going to a ship where all the people have been killed and devoured. We then find this sort of lion monster sort of thing. Then they're doing research into what could have killed them. They find proof of evidence of both. Most likely the Nubbins fed on the humans after they were dead. Still doing some research, checking these things out. They've been locked up in captivity. Here we're talking about a man who wanted to have Dr. Magnus do his autopsy because he felt that he was an abnormal. We're introduced to his granddaughter. Obviously, the grandfather thought that she has powers as well. She notices that, you know, they are lying to her. Yeah. Then we have this sort of humor, you know. I'm someone who doesn't have a problem with sexual humor in TV shows. You know, it doesn't make me, you know, I find it's quite funny. I know there are some people that don't like this sort of thing in TV shows at all. Yeah, so showing a little bit of study on these Nubbins. Then she's asked, you know, what is this place? And Dr. Magnus basically gives Will permission to show her around. This guy I'd like to see more of. You know, this guy, yeah. And to be frankly honest, Henry, I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more of him as well. So yeah, Will showing her around. I've forgotten her character's name, but she's able to feel people's, least abnormals' emotions, what they're feeling and thinking. Ashley is, you know, keeping one of the Nubbins as a pet. Then we find out that the pet has escaped. And it actually gets down to where the others are contained and actually eats metal. Because it's either metal or steel, whatever. But basically, I'm not sure if that would be biologically possible by any species. However, they are abnormal, so I suppose, you know, maybe they don't follow the natural rules as much. Then they go out trying to seek them. Henry ends up getting attacked. Dr. Magnus is rightfully angry with Ashley about this, you know, because she thinks that they're afraid and just, yeah, I think she needs to hold more responsibility for what she did. And I don't think, even at the end, I don't think she feels responsible for that. That could just be me, maybe she does. Here we have Dr. Helen Magnus wanting to run some tests on the granddaughter. Then we have Will and Ashley trying to hunt them. The granddaughter is obviously worried about it maybe being a cancerous thing. Here we see that there is a lot more, and talking about, you know, releasing the predator on to these nubbins. It's cold, but a necessity, I think, in this situation, if there are so many of them. I'd be absolutely terrified of doing that. Then we see the granddaughter can feel what the nubbins are feeling. I don't know if her abilities are limited to abnormals or if it's all, you know, including humans. Here we have the predator released and it goes around killing nubbins. Then we lose power and we go out, try and seek it manually. Here we have it eating a nubbin. Then we find that the predator is actually killed by the nubbins and basically eaten alive. Not the nicest way to go. Here we think back to the ship and Will realizes that it's quite cold there. So what they do is they mimic the distress call of the nubbins, which is pretty cool, and they get them all into one place where they use fire extinguishers to cool them down. And then they're back in their basically habitats where they've, resting, and hopefully it won't be too much extra nubbins born, at least in the short term. And that's that. Okay, so that was Sanctuary 1x6. So I'm gonna stick with a 7 after breaking it down. I think that's right for the moment. Maybe it would change later on, but we'll just have to wait and see as the episodes go along. I'm really enjoying this so far. Looking forward to seeing how the season progresses and how it finishes up. Obviously, that's about 7 episodes away, or 6, thereabouts. So yeah, I don't think there's much more. I will see you next Friday. Again, for another episode. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.